You know that.
You know why.
No.
Sorry.
No, listen. Maybe you get beaten enough, you aren't able to see the miracle right.
Numerous discussions about romance have been sparked by Outer Banks, but which of the fictitious couples on the show succeed? The popular Netflix series, which debuted in 2020, exposed viewers to a seaside hamlet in North Carolina's Outer Banks that is split between the working class and the rich. Although the program centers on a group of teens who unintentionally end themselves at the center of a perilous treasure quest, there is still plenty of opportunity to introduce several beloved fictitious pairings. The love narrative between John B. Chase Stokes and Sarah Madeline Klein was established in Season 1 as they attempted to avoid becoming separated by their social standing. Other characters like Kiara, Madison Bailey, JJ, Rudy Pankow, and Pope, Jonathan Davis, required some time to find the one, although John B. and Sarah, also known as Jara, did so on their first attempt. However, viewers were immediately aware that Kiara and JJ were destined to be together. After 3 seasons, Pope and Cleo, Carlacia Grant, John B. and Sarah, and Kiara and JJ, also known as Giara, are all doing well. As the crew becomes entangled in a high-stakes adventure, Season 4 brought new problems. Cast of Outer Banks. View the stars of the popular Netflix series Then and Now. To view our list of the Outer Banks couples from least to most memorable, continue scrolling. To be clear, Topper and Rafe are only being separated in this ranking because we have no interest in either of their relationships. Perhaps there would be greater curiosity if they made the decision to meet. However, the viewers won't care if Topper and Rafe are the show's newest adversaries. Therefore they really don't need women. The fact that Sophia betrayed Rafe and then kept it a secret when he asked her to marry him didn't help either. Seeing Topper with Sarah is the only thing worse than Topper. In addition to the reality that relationships that begin with a program premiere never endure, Topper is just not as good as John B. Fans believed that this was the reason Sarah was correct to dismiss him in Season 1. We were taken aback when, in the 3rd season of Outer Banks, Sarah, who was spiritually wedded to John B., took a detour back to Topper. She soon recognized her error. So many choose to dismiss it, but that choice still haunts us. Fortunately, that door is permanently locked because Sarah is now expecting John B.'s child. These two made it onto our list because their chemistry was just vague enough. Over the course of the seasons, Rafe searches for someone who can relate to him. Barry not only achieves it, but he also manages to equal his weirdness. Rafe's bond with Barry seems more enduring than any of the girls he has been spotted hooking up with thus far, should he conclude the show with anybody. The program was a little confused at one point, but Outer Banks finally worked out the appropriate matches. Consequently, Kiara was momentarily partnered with John B. before discussing a matter with Pope. However, none of those lasted since Kiara's relationship with JJ is far stronger than any of those. Fortunately, the writer's room noticed and helped Kiara realize how she felt for JJ. Additionally, Pope discovered Cleo to be his ideal match, proving that it's occasionally worthwhile to seek beyond your immediate circle of friends. It was unclear where Pope's personal tale was headed until Cleo joined the Pogues. It wasn't until fans noticed his chemistry with Cleo that they realized why his brief affair with Kiara didn't feel right. Pope and Cleo are a perfect match, and fans should see more of them together so they can rise in the rankings. Being the pair who keeps us coming back season after season comes with a lot of pressure, but John B. and Sarah make it seem so simple. They meet every challenge head-on and emerge stronger as a result. Outer Banks is at its best when John B. and Sarah are on the same page and sailing away to their happily ever after, so it should not be surprising that they are at the top. Spiritual vows are lovely, but we want the actual thing, so all we need to do now is for those two to formally become husband and wife. After learning of Sarah's pregnancy, the two tried several times, but for some reason the world was against them. It takes skill for Kiara and JJ to be a fan-favorite pair before they were even formally together. It shows how powerful Outer Banks is to see JJ and Kiara reach this point when they didn't appear to have them in mind when the show initially began. Kiara and JJ, the epitome of friends to lovers, took a while to realize what was in front of them, but it was all worthwhile when they did. Until the first part of Season 4, US has opted to focus on Kiara and JJ's tale, regardless of what may or may not have transpired more recently. Nothing, not even the Season 4 conclusion, can take away the imaginary couples happily ever after from them or from us.